Hi, my name is Kamal, and I am the best author and coach in the country. I have written a book on rising above stress, mastering 60 plus strategies for a better life. And I am on a mission to help millions of people live a happy and a better life.
So hello friends and welcome again. Today we are meeting another one more brilliant, talented, beautiful, very educated author. Her name is Tanuja Naveen. So I am so excited and thrilled to welcome her. Welcome Tanuja.
Hi, Kamal.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here and really it's a great opportunity to share a screen with you. You have written a book and it's a really wonderful book. But before we get into your book, I would request you to please share a little bit about you first.
Okay. First of all, thank you for a nice introduction, Kamal. It is an honor to be here. I am Tanuja. I'm a qualified company secretary. So I have my own practice. I have a firm by name Tanuja J and Associates in Hebal. So I have an experience of about 18 years in the field of accounting, taxation, corporate laws. So being company law being my core subject, I am into the practice of corporate law matters. Yeah,
Oh,
that's about
wonderful.
me.
That's really great. 18 years of experience into accounting and company laws. How come this journey from company laws to a very different subject you chose, that you written a book on dimensions, 4 dimensions to become a new you? So how come this new, completely, totally different subject you chose? So what motivated you? What inspired you to choose this subject and write on this subject book?
Right. So it is like reading is a part of me right from childhood. So that way, either I am reading an academic book or I am reading some general book. So
Hmm.
I happen to read a book by name The Secret.
Uh-huh.
So it inspired me a lot for my personal transformation journey.
Hmm.
So that made me read more and more books. So as and when I was reading during the journey, I just got a thought like, why don't even I write a book? Just
Correct.
sharing my thoughts with people.
Hmm.
That is when I got this thought. I think I took a long time. I wish I would. I did not take this long to write a book. Yeah, the journey is started. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed writing the book.
Yeah, oh, great. I think every time is the right time when you decide to write. That
Right.
right time begin from that time onwards.
Yeah, any time is the right time.
Yes. And it's wonderful to know that you read a lot and after reading you come up with the thought of writing on your own also.
Right.
So really great. And yes, another what made me curious is about that, that you wrote about the 4 dimensions of life.
Right.
Normally, yeah, we talk about the 3D movies, but you spoke about 4 dimensions. Can you share a little bit more on that, 4 dimensions?
Okay, so when I was reading these books, my personal journey was any person during his life, he has
Hmm.
to fix uh, all the 4 dimensions. The 4 dimensions basically are physical well being, mental well being, emotional well being, and spiritual dimension.
Hmm.
All these 4 dimensions are important to a person, be it any age group. If he
Hmm.
decides to become a better person than whatever he is, he may be the best now, but
Hmm.
once he inculcates these habits in himself,
Hmm.
he will be a better person from then. So it will always make the person progressive towards to achieve his goals. So that way it will definitely help. So these 4 dimensions are very important is what I felt.
Hmm.
um, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You very well pointed out. But most of the time, people are, not aware of these 4 dimensions. They talk about the spiritual journey or the worldly journey. But you
Right.
very well pointed out. I think it's a very good subject to speak about, and I think people will enjoy the reading your book also. So to point out, to share with the viewers that the book link of Tanuja is in the description box, so you can click and buy that. Now, can you share that how to take care of these four dimensions? Since you have written about these four dimensions, of course, you have a vast knowledge of that.
See, now these four dimensions basically are, as I said, firstly, the physical well being.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is physical well being? It is to be fit all through the day without an external support, right? So,
Mm,
you're active all through the day with no physical illness in you. It can be anything. So, that way, if you keep your body fit, that is when the other three dimensions will take its place. So,
okay.
if you're not keeping well, you won't be able to perform better at work. So, it is very important. So, to have a physical well being. Now, in the book, I have just highlighted the few habits, right from food to our
Mm-hmm.
sleeping pattern, how the exercise routine should be, and how we have to hydrate our body. Water is very, very important to stay active during the day.
Mm,
So, such things have been highlighted in my book. Now, we have been taught to eat 3 times a day
right.
since childhood. We are not taught to work out every day.
Uh-huh.
So we are taught and we are framed in such a way that without having food, we cannot hit the sack.
Mm,
So don't sleep without eating is what we have been taught by our parents, ancestors. How many of us are really thinking of, no, I am not ending my day without a workout? It
mm,
can be anything. I'm not saying a gym workout. It can be a normal walking, jogging, swimming, any sort of physical activity which keeps ourselves fit.
mm,
So that has been highlighted in physical dimension. Then next comes the mental well-being. Now, what is mental well-being? Supposing there is some disturbance on your physical body, it will
right.
definitely impact your mind.
Mm,
When you're ill with a fever,
right.
your mind is obviously down. I mean, you can't think very pragmatic, and you are down and you are in some sort of depressive state where you won't be able to perform well. So
Right.
as they say, a sound mind and a sound body.
Mm,
So it's important to have mental well-being in place. Then comes the emotional well-being, we
mm-hmm.
call navarasas. So
Okay.
all the emotions we go through during the day, it is important for us to just have that emotional well-being within ourselves.
Mm,
Now, emotional is not just crying or just feeling sad. If you
mm,
are angry and frustrated, and if that emotion is being carried for the rest of the day, then it has a negative impact in you.
right.
So, emotional well being is also important.
Mm,
And spiritual dimension. Now, this spiritual dimension, even though it is mentioned in the last,
mm-hmm.
it is one of the important dimensions that anyone should experience, because
Right.
it is my personal experience. I am not saying you have to pray this particular god or something. It is some supernatural power that is guarding the entire universe. So it is
Correct.
important for us to stay calm and peaceful within ourselves to experience the spiritual dimension. So
Mm,
these are the four dimensions that I have highlighted in my book.
excellent. Excellent. I think very well you pointed out that since childhood we have been taught that eat 3 meals, but we were never taught that do workout also.
Right,
So workout is also equally important, like a food. Food
right.
give us energy, but to maintain that energy and sustain that energy, I think workout plays a very important role. So
True.
beautifully, yeah, you explained, and I think readers will enjoy a lot going through this your book. Uh, and like again, you said that taking care of that physical aspect is equally important rather than just thinking about one aspect, mental aspect or other spiritual aspect. lot of time it happens that it create an imbalance. So
Right.
how can what are the steps, maybe if you can explain a little bit more, that take care of those four dimensions?
Okay. As I said, even though the fourth dimension is the spiritual dimension, which
Hmm.
most of the people don't want to. Many of my friends, if I share about the spiritual journey, I mean, they're not even interested to listen to it because
Hmm.
they feel that, okay, that is not their job to do. It's only for the old people to get into the meditation zone. No, a
Hmm.
calm mind is anybody's right? I
Right,
mean, be it
absolutely.
any age group, you
Yeah,
have to stay calm. Only then you will be able to perform better.
right.
Now, recently, not just me, but many of us would have faced some issues on a professional level or a personal level. So, there was an incident recently that happened where the other person kept on imposing his thoughts.
Hmm.
Now, I have a choice to remain calm and say that now I understood the scenario. Now, having known his situation, I just chose silence to say that okay, he has to take time and understand what is he talking,
Hmm.
right? So this happens only with a calm mind. So the steps that you asked, where the most important step is yoga and meditation. Not many would want to experience yoga, but definitely we are breathing every day, right?
Right.
We are breathing now. We are it is happening without our conscious effort,
Conscious
right?
of. Correct.
Now with a little bit more conscious effort, we can have the breathing techniques in place where irrespective of the place that you are in, just take 5 minutes of your time and have that breathing technique within you, that which I have said there as box breathing,
Hmm.
where you take a equal number of breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So
Hmm.
this is one simple step. Wherever you are, just try practicing it. That will really calm your mind, and yeah, that will help you a lot in your life to be a better person.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. A lot of time, yes, people go towards yoga when they have some physical problem. Then they
Right,
also have a half knowledge that I cannot do this or I cannot do that. So my
right.
next question is that, if somebody's one dimension is weak, does it affect the other three dimensions also?
See, according to me, yes. Now it is like I should be fit and fine for me to perform better. Now, how can I ignore my personal health?
Hmm.
Now, I am fit and fine, but my mind is not present.
Hmm.
So, how can I even perform better if that is not there? Or I am fit and fine, my mind is also working fine, I am in the present moment, but at present, somebody else came and disturbed me with some emotion. Now, triggering that emotion, I am not able to perform now.
Hmm.
So, that emotional intelligence is important there.
Hmm. Hmm.
To fix all the three, the spiritual journey is very, very important.
Hmm.
That is, I understand that is a very, very vast topic. It is subjective, it is deeply personal in nature,
Hmm.
because each person's belief and faith is very different.
Right.
Some person call it Krishna, Rama, Allah, Buddha, irrespective of the God that they want to pray.
Correct.
Or you may not call anything and you say it is the universe that is operating. Now, how
Right.
does universe operate? We are not alone in this world, right? Universe
Absolutely.
operates only through people.
Hmm.
So if the other person has to be in line with whatever we want from them or we are expecting from them, we have to positively vibe towards the other person. You should have a positive vibration within you that is reflected outside. That is when the other person is also replying to you.
Hmm.
Now, is it something like the external world can disturb me and I am acting as per the external world, or I am keeping my internal inner voice calm
Hmm.
and say this is what I want? So the
Right.
choice is yours.
Hmm. Yeah, I think, yeah, very beautifully pointed out. Rather than being selfish, I think practicing kindness and empathy towards other
Right,
people. Uh,
right.
That's really amazing. And yes, this is my next question is that because a lot of time we hear people mentally, being disturbed by the surrounding or so how this aspect, that mental aspect, basically, you know, through your book one can get better, perspective, or at the same time how the person can create that mental peace,
Right.
overcome this particular problem. Yeah.
See, in today's generation, I especially see the younger school-going kids being mentally disturbed and say that um, this is what happened to me. I'm not able to come out of it, and all this. Now I
Hmm.
am like, if I relate to my age,
Hmm.
in that particular age, my behavior was totally different. I mean, I don't even knew that, okay, I had a right to be happy or sad or whatever. It just happened within me. Now
Hmm.
people are very vocal about their needs, which is actually good. And there is, I feel, it is majorly because of this exposure to um, electronic gadgets,
Social media, you mean to
which
say?
in turn is the social media.
Phone, and yeah. Yeah.
Because there is some algorithm that happens in the social media.
Hmm.
Supposing you are into a social media, be it Facebook or a Instagram,
Hmm.
now it is framed in such a way that once you get into that platform, you are continuously scrolling.
Yeah, this happens.
Now
Yeah.
you happen to see a happy video, you happen to see a sad video, you happen to see some sort of aggression, anger, frustration. Now within a
Right.
span of 10-15 minutes, how many emotions did you just feed into your system?
Hmm.
Now the brain is totally confused. Now what is that I have to do?
Hmm.
Now are these inputs to our brains really helping us
No.
in our personal journey? That it is left to oneself, that we have to introspect and see whether this is helping me for my personal journey,
Hmm.
in my personal growth. So what is the
Right.
value addition? Yes, I scrolled around 100 YouTube shorts. I scrolled so many Instagram videos, and I liked and all this. But then where are we heading to?
Correct.
I am not saying that it is bad. Now definitely, because of technology, we have just come on a Zoom for an interview, which is actually good. Now apart from this, are we not overusing it?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's a conscious effort in oneself to just keep the phones away from your bedroom zone,
Hmm.
because you happen to just see the phone, and you don't realize the time that is involved in that, and it's not good to your mind. So it is like, whatever thoughts, it is just like whatever food that we are giving to our body, it is
Hmm.
the thoughts that we are giving to our mind.
Mind. Hmm.
That is how brain functions. So
Yeah.
that way, it is very important that we have to have a positive thought that that will help in a personal growth,
Hmm.
than
Yes.
just. So I feel the major problem, or the major mental, I don't say it imbalance, but some sort of mental disturbance is definitely happening, especially with the exposure of these gadgets.
Hmm. Yeah, I think yes, so beautifully you touched that point. Like we eat, we give food to the body.
Right.
Similarly, yes, we have a choice to what kind of food we need to eat. But here, when we are exposed to social media, are we choosing the right content, or we are just feeding our mind with anything and everything?
Right.
Yeah, and I think this is lead to my another next question, that because we are exposed to all type of content, and you also touched on that point, that because we are going through watching different types of reels and where different emotions are being projected, so people get emotionally also, in a moment they are low, and in the next moment they watch the different content and they feel high, and again different content, the different reel, and again they start feeling low, and somebody sees another person is so popular and that other person get into that, especially the younger generation, that why I'm not on the social media or why I'm not that popular. So that, I think, creating a lot of emotional disturbance also. So
Right.
yes, please share that another dimension of that emotional being you have written in your book also.
Right. See, as a human, you have three dimensions of time, that is past, present, and your future.
Hmm.
Most of us are stuck in the past.
Right.
I mean, people don't, few may accept, agree to it, and few may disagree, but then most of us are stuck in our past. Now,
Hmm.
why? It is already over. Now, if we are thinking very practical about it and giving a realistic approach, we know that it is already over. Now, we also know that we can't change it. Now,
Correct.
we are just stuck there in the past. Now, what is that we can do? It is again the conscious effort of being in the present. Now, how can you be in the present moment? Now,
Hmm.
as I said, yoga and meditation will help us a lot to be in the present moment.
Hmm.
It is just to calm your mind and body, sit in a place and just have that no thought zone. So,
Hmm.
getting into that zone is very important for us to stay calm. That is when even the emotions are also being set in a place.
Hmm.
So now, even if you want me to get angry, I will not get angry because that's my choice.
Hmm.
If you want, if somebody wants me to shout at them, I can do it, but I'm still calm within me. So
Hmm.
that is the whole idea of this emotional well-being. Now the other person, we are into some sort of social relationships, right? Be it personal or professional. We are encountering some sort of communication with people.
Hmm.
Now, having said that, uh, as I said, the other person's response is not in our hands.
Right.
So we have to choose wisely what is our reply to the emotion the other person is throwing on us, right?
Hmm.
And that is when I emphasize the point on emotional intelligence.
Hmm.
Now, what is emotional intelligence? Now, it is like you are intelligent enough to know the emotion of the other person
Hmm.
and trying to know a situation.
Hmm.
Now, having known the situation, will you just be angry or frustrated or sad, whatever the other person wants? No.
No.
You choose to remain silent, calm, and then put it in a better way.
Hmm.
Probably you will take some time and go back to the person and say, that is when this emotional intelligence comes into play. So, that is
Hmm.
what I have mentioned in the book.
Wow. Yeah. This remind me that example of a sea, like you said that I am calm, but I may shout at, but inside I am a calm. So this, like a sea, sometimes the surface of the sea is disturbed, but beneath that current, the sea is always calm.
Right.
Yeah, so wonderful. I think that you have mastered that technique. But yes, this is again, prompting me to ask that question: that how to manifest that kind of a serenity or the calmness. Is there some manifestation technique I have gone through? But yes, I want to know through you.
See, there are many manifestation techniques. So it is like before even I understood the terminology of scripting and journaling, from my childhood days, I have been writing my thoughts in a book. So that
Hmm.
is when I started writing and putting across my thoughts to get more clarity. So the very easiest way now, even manifestation, most of my friends will not believe what is
Hmm.
this manifestation. It will not happen. Now I want 1 crore of rupee. Now will that manifestation work? Yes, it will definitely work. Now if I give you 20 crore rupee to your bank account, will you be able to handle it? Most of them say, oh, 20 crore, what is the implication of income tax?
Yeah.
How do I handle 20 crore rupee?
Hmm.
Right. That is the thought that is stopping them to make money. That
Hmm.
is right. Now you give me crores and crores of rupees, I will be able to handle it.
Handle it.
Now, this is a positive energy. Now,
Hmm.
without this thought, people are just limiting their beliefs to say that, no, I won't be able to handle it. It will
Hmm.
not come to you. Simple.
Hmm. Okay.
So, whenever I have incorporated these things into my life, it has definitely helped me.
Hmm.
Now you have two choices. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. You
Hmm.
don't believe it, you will just remain the person you are. That is okay.
Hmm.
And if
Hmm.
you believe it, and what if it works?
Yeah.
Right? You
Correct.
can
Correct.
try. So that is what. The very, very easiest way to start your manifestation journey is scripting.
Hmm.
We have
Okay.
flow of thoughts. Right now, I am talking to you. I have 100 things in my mind already.
Correct.
So
Hmm.
that happens effortlessly. I mean, you just have flow of thoughts in your mind.
Hmm.
Now, how do you have a clarity of your thoughts? So it's only when you script it, it's only when you write it,
Hmm.
you have better clarity. Now you
Right.
can just say, no, no, I will just frame it in my mind and keep it. Fine, you can keep it, but then it will get mixed with the other thoughts, and
Other
you may
thing.
not. Again, there is some sort of already you are confused whether you will
Hmm.
be able to do a certain thing or not.
Right.
And you are adding more confusions from the social media.
Hmm.
That is also confusing your brain. Now, where is the clarity that, and what clarity do you want?
Hmm. Hmm.
That exactly happens in scripting.
Ah.
Now, I just have to, since it is about my book, I'll just share this. In 2023 January, I just while I was scripting, I have this habit of keeping a journal, and that is my favorite thing that I really want every day with me. So in the month of Jan 2023, I happened to write, I am authoring a book.
Hmm.
So during the year, I was just lost in so many other things, and I was just busy.
Hmm.
So in the month of December, somewhere I got that thought of authoring a book, as in, yes, I had this in the to-do
Hmm.
list.
Ah.
That is when in the month of November, I initiated of authoring this book. And I fixed a date of December 25th that within that date, I am
Okay.
publishing my book.
Wow.
So on 12th of December, I published my book on Amazon.
Oh, that's
Now, how
interesting.
did this happen? So people can question saying, okay, is it something like you wrote it and that is the reason? Yes, you will have clarity in what you do. So
Yeah.
if you are not clear, the world as such is confusing you, and you are
Hmm.
also confused within yourself. Scripting will actually help you to get a better clarity. That is one of
Right.
my favorite manifestation techniques. And affirmations.
Ah.
Affirmations
Okay.
are just a positive statement which makes you
Hmm.
think on those lines. Initially, you
Hmm.
may have some sort of rejection within you to say that no, this is not possible. But maybe you're feeding more and more of positive thoughts within you, and that becomes a part of you. So
Hmm.
that's how you think, uh, basically.
Yeah, excellent. I think very well, beautifully you explained that yes, we are confused in our own mind. On top of that, we are exposed to so much external world, and further it create confusion. And writing, scripting help you to be more focused. I think it is like that so much sort of mix content or the information is coming to mind that we are not able to focus where to focus. But I think writing down it is more like I think filtering everything which is not required and just getting what is needed.
Right.
Wonderful, wonderful. And in the same context, I remember my mentor's advice. He said that if what you want is in your mind but you have not written, it is like written words on a water. They will have no value at all.
Right.
So wonderful. You have been practicing these two techniques, that writing, scripting, and your affirmation.
There are other techniques also, but then
Yes.
these are for someone who doesn't believe in manifestation.
Hmm.
What is manifestation? You are actually praying before God to for a certain thing to happen. That
Right.
itself is a manifestation. Now
Manifestation.
people think that is a total different science. No, you're talking to God or you're talking to universe. It is
Hmm.
the same. It is a supernatural power beyond you. It is
Correct.
something that you want to achieve. So it is
Hmm.
doable. It is
Yeah.
not like there are many techniques. These
Many
are
techniques.
for somebody who is new, can
Yes.
start off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, I think it's a very good point that people who want to manifest and at the same time, like she has written on the 4 dimensions, please go and buy her book. You will come to know so much more than she's talking, because it's still a brief interview where she's talking about the different techniques and different dimensions, how to take care of that. Another aspect, which is you spoke about the spiritual aspect. So
right,
yes, I want to know, because a lot of time this notion we have that spirituality is all about, when you are old. Right now,
right.
when somebody is young, just focus on what you want to achieve, set goals, set targets, and achieve. But spirituality is like the last priority. But you yourself are not, you know. I mean, you are young, and how you what is your advice, and how did you take care of that?
See, spiritual journey, as I said, is very subjective and it is deeply personal in nature. So
Hmm.
it is like each person's belief system is different. So that is what. But whatever is your belief or faith, a calm mind is everybody's right, is as I said earlier. So it is like this during this process of spiritual journey where I have mentioned of activation of 7 chakras.
Hmm.
So right from root chakra to crown chakra. Now either if you feel a particular emotion, one particular chakra gets activated.
Hmm.
Now how do you align those chakras and keep yourself calm?
Hmm.
So it is beyond explanation, as to it is up to one's experience to feel the spiritual journey, right?
Right.
So it is like for us to start off, as I said, it is very vast to even explain. But once you start the journey, I'm sure people will really vouch the statement saying whatever we are searching from the external world is within ourselves.
Yeah.
So it is like human mind and body is made in such a way that sky is a limit for you to achieve anything.
Hmm.
For you to stay calm and grounded is what this spiritual journey
Yeah.
will teach us.
Hmm.
So it is beyond our physical body and materialistic world. So it is the question of our existence. Now, to know the meaning of our existence, it is important for you to start the journey and experience. I'm sure
Hmm.
each one will have their own. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, each one can start writing a book on that as well.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
these 4 dimensions are so vast that
vast. Yeah.
having taken, we can write many books on each dimension.
Hmm.
So that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Yes, now, yes, definitely people, I request personally also that, it's a wonderful book, and I'm sharing the book link in the description box. So please go and have your own copy secured. And yes, now coming back to you, now you have written one book, and I'm sure it is really very helpful to the people. My
Right.
next question is, what else we can, as your readers also can expect from you, the next book, or are you writing or more and on different topics?
Yeah, I am in the pipeline to write my second book. So I'm in very soon. I will be publishing it also, and it'll be available just like this book. It'll be available on Amazon, Flipkart, and the publishers. So
Okay.
yeah,
Wonderful, wonderful. So thank you so much, Tanuja, for coming on screen and sharing your wonderful insights on your book. And again, yes, please, link is there in the description box, and go and buy her book. Second, yes, if I'm sharing with her her social media contact also. Somebody want to connect or to follow what is her next book about, so then also one can follow her also. So is
yeah.
that right?
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, right. Thank you for having me here, Kamal.
Thank you so
It
much
was a
for.
pleasure talking to you, sharing the screen on this meeting. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank.
Yeah, hope to see you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
To listen to more such life transforming podcast talks, please subscribe to my channel and share it with all your family and friends. Thank you.